Well, if you had to pick a word to describe the run chase, clinical, routine, not too many runs to get there. And Delhi have done it easily, at least in the first half of the innings. Just the kind of professional approach we expected from them. 135 is all that their target was. And Shikhar Dhawan and Shreyas Iyer have done the job. Prithvi Shaw started out in typical Prithvi Shaw fashion, the only wicket falling to Khalil Ahmed. Really, so many things that Sunrisers could have tried to do. Did they do everything possible, Shaun Pollock?
Yeah, a little bit surprised with the way they started. Khalil, I can understand, left armour, maybe getting some shape back in and trying to tuck up Shikhar Dhawan. But yeah, Bhuvi, I thought they would have given him the opportunity to use the new ball to his advantage. No surprise to see Rashid coming in earlier rather than later. But yeah, when you're chasing such a small score, and I think Delhi have maybe been a little bit circumspect because they realise no Stoinis probably to come to the crease. So they don't want any jitters. They want the guys in the top 3 or 4 to take the responsibility of getting the job done. And I think that's the case in point. But yeah, they needed wickets. Sunrisers needed wickets to try and put some pressure, but they haven't managed to do so.
Yeah. Also, the other thing, as we mentioned, that the Cricbuzz Comm Box is the only bowler other than Khalil Ahmed that looked like picking up a wicket, and it's exactly what's happened. One for Rashid Khan. Shikhar Dhawan perishes. Is it too little, too late, or can they still trigger something here? Holes out to deep mid wicket, and it may be just something to cling on to.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I think it's because of the required rate when you come to the crease. Often in these T20, as we saw last night, it's the guys who walk to the crease and have to do something special from the out, from that first delivery that they receive. Whereas only chasing the 130 odd, you can take your time. You can absorb 3 or 4 balls, 5, 6 balls, get yourself in, just knock a couple of singles. So I'd be very surprised. But after what we saw last night, we don't touch any money anymore. We just wait and see how it transpires and give our possible opinions.
I fully agree with you there. But one of the reasons why, Shaun, they could have been a little circumspect is because of where they are in the table, fairly comfortably placed, unlike a Kolkata who needed to make the running. They were thinking that, yes, we can sneak up to 4th, but we might have a net run rate issue. They don't need to go hard. They just need to win the game and win it comfortably.
Yeah, for sure. In that strong position, they already won the 6 games. Probably this is going to be the 7th. It's those middle of the tablers that have to worry about the net run rate because, the net run rate can prove to be a 1 point, that can get you over the line. So no such concerns for them. And we mentioned yesterday that we thought that it was a good start for them to play the Sunrisers. And it's proved to be so far an easy outing. And if they just hold their head, we should see another 2 points for them.
Yeah, and for someone like Shreyas Iyer, who's coming back into the side, former captain of this franchise, he would have liked some time out in the middle. So for him, a smallish total, not too much mayhem happening at the other end, ideal for him to finish with a nice 50 not out.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if Ponting said to him, listen, I don't want you to be ultra aggressive. I want you to spend your time in the middle. I want you to get some batting under your belt. We're basically in a strong position in this tournament. We're chasing a small total. We need you to be in good touch as the tournament goes on. So I wouldn't have been surprised if that was the talk. But his nature is to want to try and attack. And he's played some nice shots already. That slug sweep of Rashid was pretty spectacular. And I think he's really almost looking like he's in some good touch.
And I would assume that if that's the plan there, Rishabh Pant knows only one way. I'm saying even if Ponting would have said something to him, it would have gone in one ear, out the other. So for Rishabh Pant, it would be play my natural game, which kind of suits the situation.
Yeah, as a coach, you pick your battles. You definitely pick your battles. Some people will listen to you. Others will go straight through the ears and over the head. And Rishabh Pant, I think, in many ways, maybe in the test series, you start to think, well, maybe he could take a little bit more responsibility. But when it comes to the shorter format, you just want him to play with absolute freedom. And I think that would be the idea.
Yep, fair enough. It just looks like it's, again, I remember using these words 24 hours ago. Foregone conclusion. It's all over. Well done, Punjab. Sorry, Rajasthan. And we'll chat about the rest of it at the post show, but it didn't happen that way. This time around, I think safely, Shaun, we can say it's going one way.
Yeah, Delhi for the win, but don't hold me to it.
All right. I think, we can safely say that this time. If they don't get over the line, all I can say is the next 9 overs, we'll see some very, very dramatic cricket, very suicidal cricket, I'd have to add. If it doesn't happen, we'll be talking about and assessing Delhi's win and Hyderabad's woes. That's all from Shaun Pollock and myself. We'll see you at the end.